What is going on, Guardians fans? Welcome in. Tuesday Night Baseball. Guardians coming off a massive victory yesterday. 11-0 over the Pirates. It is nice to see everybody here on this Tuesday early evening. No rain in the forecast, although technically there was, but it did not show up in Pittsburgh, and we are getting ready to play some baseball in the Bergs. Let's go. Guardians looking for their second win here in a row. See if we can't get it. A nice job done by the Seattle Mariners last night, winning 7-6, although it got nervy around about 1 a.m. when it was a 7-3 game in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, and Minnesota hit a 3-run home run to make it a 1-score game. But the good news is Seattle hung on, got the win, and we are now a game and a half back out of first place. I thought the game was going on Bally Sports Extra. Let's see. I can't find the game right now. Hopefully we have it somewhere. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't. Where the hell's the game? I thought it was on Bally Sports Extra, Ohio Extra. Bally Sports Ohio. Come on. Oh, now it moved down to Bally Sports Great Lakes. All right. There we go. Oh, all right, lineups. Nothing really minimal changes on both sides tonight. Sawinski is going to get a breather in the one hole. He'll take a seat. I assume we'll see him pinch hit at some point during tonight's game. And then you have, so Connor Joe's going to be in there, but everything else is the same. Reynolds, McCutcheon, Santana, Davis, Triolo, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, and Pequero. On the Cleveland Guardians side, you got Kwan, Rosario, Ramirez, Naylor, Jimenez, and Bell, and Brennan. Same 7 as yesterday, and honestly the same 5 and 6 for a while now in the Guardians lineup. Straw's going to go back into center, and we're going to get a breather there from Fry. I'm a little pissed Fry's not playing in the catching position tonight. Again, I don't understand why we're not using him more. But Naylor will be there in the number 9 hole for the Guardians. Looking at the matchup on the mound. Decent one tonight. We got Logan Allen pitching here for the Guardians. He has a 3.47 ERA on the season. He's been at times really good and at times so-so. So 3-2 on the year, 1.44 ERA. He really, quite honestly, gets out of some jams sometimes. He's very lucky sometimes to get out of some innings. He is a fly ball pitcher for the most part, although lately he's really been using that ground ball to get him out of those jams. So welcome in, guys. Logan Allen is going to go for the Cleveland Guardians, and then tonight for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I just had it up, and I lost it. I mentioned, oh, there it is. It is Keller. So Mitch Keller for the Pirates tonight. Keller, I've actually been impressed with him for his career. He has kind of been like a three-hole hitter. 4.56 career, but this season 9-4 with a 3.31 ERA and a 1.12 WHIP. Last time out, what did he do? He played the Arizona Diamondbacks, just went 7 innings, only giving up 1 hit and no earned runs. But the start before that, against the Dodgers, he did concede. The good news for Mitch Keller and the Pirates is they're going up against a Guardians team that does not hit the ball very much in play to nobody. Doesn't get hits much, and yesterday it seems like they used all 11 runs for the week. I feel like the Guardians have a budget of around 11 runs per week, and it's up to them on how they want to use it. So we will see if we get a win tonight. What's up, Crazy Browns fan? Rutschman's the best catcher in baseball? Not really, to be honest with you. I know he was a number 1 pick. I know he's pretty high up there. I actually don't, but then you're going to ask me the question, well, who do you think is? I think catcher is really one of the harder positions, like as from an eye test, to figure out, who's the best in the league. Because, I don't know, I think defense also plays as big of a role, if not bigger, than, offense. But I'll also say this, Crazy Browns fan, Zunino. We were just talking about Zunino last night, man. I was like, where is this guy? Dude, if that guy ever comes back up, if you're going to keep Cam Gallagher and Bo Naylor and 3 catchers on this team over Zunino, I mean, there's no reason this guy should ever come back up to the majors. I think what's going to happen is this year's going to go. He might get drafted by maybe a contender down the stretch, and he might end up, being on some team come September, when the rosters maybe get a little bit bigger. But I think he'll retire at the end of this year. So I don't know who the best catcher would be, quite honestly, in the majors. Back in the day, there used to be that guy, Piazza, right? There used to be that guy. There used to be, the San Francisco, Posey, Buster Posey, he got injured. So he kind of had a shorter career than others, but he was that guy in the majors. But hard to tell. I'll tell you, it's not Bo Naylor. But Mitch Keller underway here at PNC Park, and Stephen Kwan takes ball 1 up high. Welcome in, guys. I want to know who your best team in the AL tonight is. I put up Rays, Orioles, Rangers, and Astros. So make sure you take the poll. Make sure you smash the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already today, or if you haven't already ever. And we are underway here at PNC Park. Yesterday, the first few innings absolutely flew by. Just could not get enough efficiency, especially from the youngster out of the Pirates. I think he went 4 innings, only gave up 23 pitches. But then it started to drag on. Cleveland started getting some hits. The last 3 innings seemed like an eternity. 1-1 pitch to Kwan as Keller's taking his time. And that's a single into right center field. And it's cut off. Is he going to go 2? He is. Get down, baby. Come on. And he does. A leadoff double for Kwan. Every time I pick this guy on the streak pick, he absolutely can't get a hit for me. But look at this. I don't do it, and then right out of the gate, he's there. So runner on second. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter here in Kwani. Getting us in runners in scoring position already. That's what I like to see. Let's carry that 11 runs over into this game. Let's do it. So, Rosario, who had a big 2-run home run earlier, actually started the scoring really yesterday to make it 2-0 after Kwan was on first. Gets things going here with nobody out again in the second and a runner on. Or in the first and a runner on. That's a shot! That's going to be a single into right field. Kwan's going to come around 30. There's not going to be a throw. And that is an RBI single for Rosario. And just like that, the Guardians have picked up where they left off last night, and they have now outscored the Pirates 12-0 in 9+ innings in this series. Let's go. I like see Rosario's streaky though. This guy's just a streaky hitter. When he gets going, he's good. When he's not, he looks like he's flailing about and he just doesn't know what to do. Keller now, he's in trouble. And there's Ramirez who goes the other way with a single. And it's bobbled by Connor Joe in left field, but the runners are going to stay where they are. And there is 3 hits. 3 hits in the first 6 pitches against Mitch Keller. And we got runners on first and second, 1 run in, and nothing doing here for the Pirates pitching early on. Thanks. Let's go. Guardians looking strong. They're not being patient at the plate, but tonight they don't need to be. 6 pitches. What efficiency. What efficiency. 3 hits on 6 pitches. Mitch Keller, he might be ran out of town before they even get an out here. So, Naylor, 310 average on the season. He's up and he's going to swing. That is driven deep. That is far. That is gone. A 3-run homer by Bo Naylor. And if you're a Pirates fan, you're saying get Josh Naylor out of this stadium because he has been crushing you in these 2 games. And Mitch Keller needs to sit down. 4 runs on 7 pitches. You gotta be kidding me. What a way to start here. Let's go. Let's go. Woo! Absolutely love it. Let's go. Oh, man. Josh Naylor. Josh Naylor crushes this. I mean, it's just a no-doubter on the first pitch that he saw. The first pitch that he saw. Wow. Crazy. Not Bo. Josh. Whatever. Did I say Bo? I should have known. I always give Bo shit. What's up, Al? Hope you're doing well. You bet Ramirez on a home run prop. You just missed twice yesterday. He did. Well, Naylor didn't miss any of that. It's 4-0 in the first. Oh, and if you're 3 minutes late into this game, you've missed a double, a single, and a home run, and Mitch Keller 10 pitches in has a 1-2 count on the fifth hitter Jimenez, but there's still nobody out, and that is now 15-0 on the series for the Guardians over the Pirates. Let's go. Mitch Keller, just struggling, and that is fouled off. Jimenez, 1-2. We'll do it again. What a great way to start this game. 4 runs with no outs. Haven't seen this in a while. The last time I remember doing this live might have been all the way back to the first week of the season against the Mariners. But with that said, I don't even think it was us. I think it was the Mariners. Andres Jimenez, he rings one, and that's a drive into right, and that's a single. And the first 5 have reached here in the first inning. And I'm sorry, but if you paid money on this Tuesday night to go to PNC Park, I would immediately head to the gates and get a refund. And I think all of those tickets, the refund should be taken from Mitch Keller. Al, I didn't see it. I had not paid attention to social media much today. Let me go look at it. I bet you I can find it pretty quickly here if I just put it in Twitter. Browns white helmets. You're going to get to see my immediate reaction with this. If they wear white, I guess I'm okay with it. I guess you wouldn't put it with orange, right? It would just be with white. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's fine. I have no real reaction to it. What about you, Al? Do you like them? Let me know. So, there's nobody out in the first. 4 runs are in. We've gone double, single, home run, single, and now Josh Bell's up, and I picked this guy to hit a home run. And I mean, eventually somebody's going to get an out, and it's probably going to be Bell. You're not sure, Al? I'm hesitant on the helmets, really. I mean, it's kind of like, I don't know. They're just weird, because I do enjoy the orange. 0-1 pitch coming to Bell. This guy's an absolute due for a home run. That's why I put him in my $3 parlay tonight. But instead, he's going to ground out. He's going to try to turn 2, but they're not going to be in time. And that is the first out of the inning. Of course, Bell, the only guy to get out thus far. So runner on first is going to be Bell. There is going to be 1 out, though, here in the top of the first. Finally, Mitch Keller can breathe. So double, single, home run, single, and he finally gets an out. And we are going to see Brennan and Straub. If one more person gets on base, we're going to see the Guardians bat around here probably in the first inning. Let's go. Love starting the games like this. Just because I know we can screw it up. It just gives us that much longer to screw it up tonight. Logan Allen's got to be loving it. If there's one person in the dugout that's absolutely loving it, it's Logan Allen. And the nice thing is, it's not like Logan Allen has already gone out and pitched an inning where now he's sitting and his arm's already, pretty warmed up. At least he's going to start the game after this happened. And because I always do, people come in all the time and they just give up runs after they sit for like 20, 30 minutes. So, to be fair, it hasn't even been that long. It's been 10 minutes of real time, and we're only 18 pitches in. 4 runs were scored on 7 pitches. If you want to that might be a record. I don't know if you can even check that out. There's going to be a line drive just foul down the right field line, and Brennan's 0-2 in the count here to Keller. I will tell you this. I don't know, quite honestly, if that's a record, but I wish we could figure that out. 4 runs in 7 pitches to start a game? I mean, the only way to beat that is honestly the only way to beat it is 5 home runs in 5 pitches. That's hard. There's going to be a hard ball to play at third base, and he got him. Damn, good throw there by the third baseman. It was just a nub job there, kind of a one-hop down the Triolo. It is going to move the runner up to second, though. So runner on second, 2 down, and we'll see Miles Straw, who didn't get much in yesterday batting-wise, but he did have a double in his first at-bat. So top of the first, Keller, 20 pitches in the inning. But Guardians made efficient work of that. So Miles Straw stands in. This is another guy we got to get going. I think yesterday getting that double was nice. 239 on the season. Keller, first pitch in there on the inside corner at 95 for strike 1. There's this Pirates fan holding this sign up, and I just wish they would pan a little higher because it honestly, as their strike 2 to Straw, it honestly looks like the guy made it or like stole it from a homeless person in the middle of a freeway. It's on like this raggedy cardboard. Like, come on, dude. Bring white poster board so we can read what you have. 0-2 pitch. Swung on. That's right field. That's going to drop. That's going to score the 5th run. And here comes Bell. And Straw is going to have an RBI, I believe, double as he went to second. And it is 5-0 Guardians in the top of the first with 2 outs and a runner still on second base. Let's go. Let's go Guardians, man. This is unreal. 16-0 run to start this series for the Guardians. Logan Allen's got to be loving this. Nice job by Straw to kind of see where that ball got bobbled to, and the right fielder bobbles it enough in foul. That's a second bobble in this. I don't know. Did the Pirates come out and just not know there was a game tonight? These guys are playing like literally at 6:59. Somebody's like, you guys know you need to go play the game, right? I mean, jeez. Let's go. Guardians. I love this. I love this. This is what I like to see. 0-1 pitch up high. 1-1 to Bo Naylor, and we have batted around here in the first inning. So Naylor, 213 on the season. I won't go into hating him. He's been decent, actually, in the last few times I've live streamed. So until he keeps striking out, and it's now 1-2 breaking ball in there at 79. Until he continues to strike out multiple times, this definitely is a little bit. I'm not going to go extravagant. I'm not going to go he's massively an improvement over Zunino. But in terms of efficiency, I think he's been much better than Zunino. And he definitely doesn't strike out multiple times per game every single game. So I will give him credit. He has been decent, but still a 213 average doesn't take away from the 20 Ks in the first few weeks he was up. I know he's adjusting because he's a young kid, but I'd like to see him do a little bit better. 2-2 pitch, and he's going to foul that out of play. We'll do it again. This has been a really good first inning. I'll get you updated, guys, on all the scores around the league. Not much going on, really, quite honestly. Everything's just underway. We're the only ones who put up runs on the board with the exception of a game that started, I think, about 20 minutes prior to us in the Philly-Milwaukee game. 2-2 to Bo Naylor. That swung on. It was inside. He fouled off kind of a nice pitch there, so good job. What's up, Landon? Well, that's pretty easy to say after he already did it, man. Bo Naylor, his brother, it's a line drive to short, and it took a while, but Mitch Keller finally gets out of the top of the first, but the damage has been done. It is 5-0 Guardians. Woo! Landon, dude, I hope you're doing well, man. I haven't seen you in a bit. Hope you're doing well. Good job on that bet. Bo Naylor. So this is how, if you're just joining us, first off, smash that like button. Second off, recap at the top of the first. Quan led off with a double. A RBI single came from Rosario. Then Ramirez singled. Then Naylor had a hit 3-run homer deep to center field. Not a no-doubter. And then you have Miles Straw end up getting a RBI double as well, which knocked in Brennan. So lots going on in the top of the first here. 5-0 Cleveland over Pittsburgh. That's what I like to see. For all of you just hanging out with me tonight, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good night. I'm not a big fan of Tuesdays. The day in general, I just feel like Tuesday's like one of the worst days of the week. You think, okay, well, the weekend's passed. I dealt with Monday. Wednesday's at least hump day. The weekend's in the, on the horizon there. Thursday, the next day's Friday, and then Friday obviously means the weekend's next. Tuesday is just like, So I'm trying to make it fun. We'll try to do some Guardians games on Tuesdays. I do have some other streams coming up, and while we are waiting to come back here for the bottom of the first with Logan Allen, let's go talk about what streams are coming up. Just a reminder, that's not what I wanted. There we go. We do have our first ever Women's World Cup stream coming up. That is going to be on Friday night. It's going to be Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And then I have another one on next Wednesday. And then 2 games with the Guardians and the White Sox Thursday, Friday of next week. So a lot of good stuff coming up. Looking forward to it. Women's World Cup should be fun. I'm going to have to learn some people's names. God, if you think I have bad pronunciation in baseball, wait till we get to soccer. Joe, 242 average here, leading things off. 6 home runs, 24 RBIs. 1-1 to him. Allen inside, 2-1. Allen, man, just throw strikes. You got a 5-run lead. Let's go. These should be quick innings for you, man. Throw the ball over the plate. Let him hit the ball to your defense, and let's just take care of business. There is a nice pitch, but fouled out of play, and it's 2-2. All right, let's go. So, is it just me, guys, or did they get rid of the pitch clock? Because I'm not seeing, like, Bally Sports now is not putting any pitch clocks up. I just don't get it. Connor Joe, line drive right to Rosario. He points over to Ramirez like, yes, sir, I got it. Well, it's about time. He did have trouble with one yesterday that he botched. So, we are going with 1 out here now in the bottom of the first, and we're going to see Brian Reynolds come up, 261. He's technically, I think, their 3rd best batter on the season. But he's been a little regression. He came out hot, I would say, in the first few months. Kind of taking a step back. We'll see what he does tonight versus Allen. 1-0 pitch to him coming up. Allen sets and delivers to Bo Naylor. That is on the outside corner. They'll call that a strike. Nice pitch there. So Reynolds, 9 home runs on the season. Again, not great in the last few weeks, month or so. 1-2 to him as that one, I guess, caught the knees. I'll take it, though. That's what I like to see. All right, 1-2. Come on. Allen sets and delivers. That is swung on and missed. Strike 3, 2 outs. Let's go. Allen makes quick work of Reynolds, and now we see the number 3 hole hitter in McCutchen. I like McCutchen. His days way back when he was a Phillies guy, really enjoyed him. I'd like to see him, honestly, not against us, but do a little bit better this season. I took him in my fantasy, and that just has not worked out. Oh, Landon, you cracked the handle of your mug because you gripped it too hard. I think that's a sign, Landon, that you need to stop working out. You're too bulk. All right, 1-1 here to McCutchen. 267 average, 10 home runs, 378 on base percentage. This guy, one thing he's always done in his career is be able to get on base, whether that be a hit, walk. Somehow the guy will get on base because he's got speed. I mean, he can steal bases. I'm not sure if it's as good anymore as it was, 10 years ago, but he's got the speed. 2-2 pitch coming up to McCutchen as that one found the outside corner. Let's go. Let's finish him off down low. 3-2. First full count here for the Pirates. And McCutchen's going to take a quick timeout here. The 3-2. Swung on and missed. That's what I'm talking about. That is what you want to do. That is what you need to do as a Cleveland Guardians pitcher when they put a 5 spot up for you. Come back, go 1, 2, 3, and we head to the top of the second. 5-0 Guardians over the Pittsburgh Pirates. That's what I like to see. Let's go out-of-town scoreboard here for the moment. 3-0 Phillies over the Brewers. That's bottom third. San Diego put a 2 spot up over Toronto. That's still top first. Mets 2-0 over the White Sox in the bottom of the first. Arizona 1-0 over the Braves in the top of the first. Everything else at zeros. Yesterday, the Cardinals, we were keeping an eye on them. They were our free pick bet yesterday on the money line. It came home a winner. It was nervy there in the bottom of the 9th inning, but we got it home. Today, I'm taking the Royals and the Tigers over 8.5 runs. I think that's very contrarian tonight. I think a lot of people are going to be on the under. I just think that the 2 pitchers on the mound and the Kansas City Royals bullpen, which is absolutely awful, is going to get shelled tonight. And I know the Tigers don't have one of the best, offenses. They both don't really have the best offenses. But if you watch some Royals games, I mean, they are putting up some runs. The Royals do put up some runs. In fact, while we're still at commercial break here, why don't we take a look and see where they are in terms of runs per game? And they are going to be, well, they're second to last. But they do put up, so it does feel like they put up some runs sometimes. Let me see here. What are they at home? See, at home, they're putting up almost a full run more at home at 4.08. I knew this morning I looked at something. And the Tigers away... are putting up about almost 4 runs as well. So that's 8, and then you got a bullpen that sucks. I think it gets over. I'm sticking by it. What did I put out? Oh, and then Patreon play. I don't think it's started yet. I'll give that out once it starts. That we might not even see. It's around 9 o'clock. So, all right, here we go. Bottom of first. It feels like the first because Quan is up to plate, but it is the top of the second. And Quan takes a pitch. It's 1-1 to him now. He led off the game with a double. And the Cleveland Guardians decided to bat around in the first for, I think, maybe the first time ever this season. That is a ground ball chopper to second. A 2-hopper. Big bounce, but gets it over to Santana. And that is the first out. So 1 out here in the top of the second. And Mitch Keller got 1 out in 3 pitches. And it took, I think, 17 pitches in the first inning to get 1 out. Rosario had that RBI single last inning. Let's see if we can't get this guy going a little bit hotter. Come on. He can get hot. He can do it. On the outside corner, I thought it was good, but apparently not. 1-0. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button for me. It's Tuesday Night Baseball. Guardians trying to get within a half game, or at least 1 game, of the Minnesota Twins, who lost a heartbreaker 7-6 last night to the Mariners. 1-1 pitch coming up to Rosario. Keller, 35 pitches already here, just 4 outs into the game. And that is lifted into right field. That's not going to be a problem. And that is 2 outs. So Rosario retired there on a lazy fly ball to right. And we will see Jose Ramirez up for the second time in 2 innings. And if you're just joining us, you missed a ton in the first inning. 5 runs put on the board for the Guardians. It went double, single, single, home run, single. That's how the Guardians started this game, and it's absolutely got us over the moon that we're going to do something tonight. Ooh, Ramirez, man, that was the pitch to hit if you want a home run. If the Guardians make a move at the deadline, who would you like to see added to the team? Landon, you say Cody Bellinger? You know, Al said that last night as Ramirez hits a lazy fly ball, and it goes 1, 2, 3 pretty quick. That was a lot different than the first inning. We go bottom 2, and it is 5-0 Guardians. You know that, so I'm going to pose it right back to you, Landon. I'm asking you the same thing. If there's another person other than Cody Bellinger, let me know. I'm going to answer that for you, though. I'd like to see a catcher. Listen, I know you have Gallagher. I know you have, Naylor. I know you have Fry, but I don't have confidence in any 3 of those to be a staple. So we'll see. All right, so Travis, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's the guy. That's a guy I wouldn't mind. I definitely would not mind that. Like, I think he's a great catcher for the Braves. I wouldn't mind getting him. He's got some power. He's a decent catcher. He's been a staple with that team for quite a bit. I think he was with the Rays for some time before that, if I'm not mistaken. So I wouldn't mind him. What other catcher could we go out and get? I mean, could we get Salvador Perez? Although he's really a DH hitter now. He's a DH. But also, I think maybe a right fielder. If you're not going to bring up Oscar Gonzalez, then go get an outfielder and just put people where they need to be. But David Fry in right is not that we saw yesterday. He's just not the right choice. So a right fielder, man. And I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other outfielders. By the way, speaking of Cody Bellinger and his old team, the Dodgers just put a 3-run spot up on the Baltimore Orioles in the second, so 3-0 there. Mets, 5 runs, just like the Guardians, in the bottom of the first over the White Sox. So here's Logan Allen, first pitch to old-timer Cleveland Indian Carlos Santana, not the singer, the baseball hitter. 0-1. That's a ground ball right to Josh Naylor. He's going to scoop it. He's going to step on first, and there's quickly 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Landon, if we go get Cody Bellinger, or anybody in the chat, if we go get Cody Bellinger or, a catcher like the guy out in Atlanta, who are we giving up? Who do you feel like we are giving up? I assume most of you are going to say Bieber. But let's say Bieber's not tradable. Let's just say he's off the table. What other piece of the puzzle on our team right now would you give up for those guys? 1-0 pitch to the 5-hole hitter Davis, and that is fouled out of play. It's 1-1. I quite honestly, I am torn. 100. I know a lot of people say Rosario, but I'm torn. I do think the guy has a good offense. I do think he has good offense. I think it's in him. I'm actually more inclined. And this is good. I mean, they'll never do this just because they signed him to a long term. But Jimenez is really freaking me out that he's going to be an issue for years to come. And I know we have a small sample size, and I know he hit a home run yesterday, but everybody hit a home run yesterday. See, that's why I don't get it. Like, that's why you can't get too excited on those blowout games when one person has a horrible, or a good game that's been bad. Like, I'm not going to get excited that Jimenez hit a home run because they scored everybody got a hit. What does worry me about yesterday is Josh Bell did not get a hit, and that's concerning. So I think Josh Bell is actually a trade piece or somebody that you might just need to get rid of. He is really concerning me. What's up, Spencer? How you doing, buddy? So 5-0. Spencer, man, we put you in a 5-0 hold before you even came on the air tonight. Crazy, buddy. Crazy. 3-2 pitch coming up to Davis. Triolo is up next on the on-deck circle. 3-2 up high, and that is a walk. First walk of the game there for Allen. First base runner for the Pirates. So 1 out, 1 on, bottom 2. Yeah, and he hasn't been good either. And quite honestly, but I'm not sure that they actually would trade Ozuna. I think he's got a little more upward potential, so I don't know. I don't think they would trade him. But I like your thinking. That's a name that hasn't been thrown out there. I like that. Triolo, 296 on the season, has not hit a home run, but he's only played about 15 games so far. I wouldn't be surprised if he hits a home run against us. That's in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Spencer, man, I got confident. We've outscored you guys 16-0 already this series. Why can't we do this against other teams? Yeah, but on a regular, that's the thing. And there's a double play ball. Good play by Rosario. 1, and they're not going to throw. They get the 1 at second. They get the one at second, but a great play by Rosario. And see, he can make those plays. Again, emphasis on the key word there, can. If Rosario's hitting, I think it trumps his defense because I don't think he's so awful of a defensive player. Now, he's not great, but that was a good play there. We got to give these guys credit when they make good plays, and he sure did there. So Logan Allen just 29 pitches now into this game, and it's 0-1 to Rodriguez. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, Landon, about like Ozuna. The problem is, quite honestly, you got guys like I'm trying to think. Joey Gallo is one of them. Quite honestly, Mike Zunino is one of them. Mike Zunino, is a guy that can hit homers, but he's not going to have a high average, and I just don't think that's what we need. I think we need a guy that's going to hit, and I think we'll do it. I can't make a poll now, Spence. I don't want to end this one. I'll do it the next time. I'll do it next time. Next game. All right, 0-2 pitch coming up to Rodriguez. Speaking of which, the poll is tonight. Who is the best team in the AL? Rangers, 50% of the votes so far. That's strike 3 to Rodriguez. Logan Allen gets around a one-out walk, and we go top 3. 5-0 Guardians. Let's go. If you're a Guardians fan, you got to love the offensive output that you've seen. Although Mitch Keller did come back pretty well and get those guys. All right, so let's go back to the scoreboard. Let's see what's going on tonight. Phillies 3-0. Wow, Dodgers 4 spot in the second. They still have first and second with only one out there. God, what's the Orioles doing, man? Mets 5-1 now. Arizona 2-2 with Atlanta. They were just up 2-0, but Atlanta smacked back in the bottom of the first to tie that game. Toronto just scored. It's 2-1 San Diego. Now Dodgers have singled again. It's 5-0 over Baltimore. Crazy. Let's go. If you guys are coming in, smack that like button for me. Let's get up to 10 likes. I know we can do it. I just don't know why I can't get people in. I think it's because on these weekday games, I just think the weekday games are just people come home from work, they're eating dinner with families. I mean, especially on the West Coast, people are probably commuting right now. That's why our late nights, like when it's like 10 o'clock starts, are like some of the most heavily watched streams that forever. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Oh, all right. Let's go. So, we go to the top of the third. And we'll see if we can't get some more runs. Let's get some more runs. I think I alluded to this yesterday when it was 11-0. I do really kind of hate the blowout games. They get a bit boring for me. We tend to turn our TVs off if we're losing by 8 runs or we're winning by 8 runs. I mean, it's the equivalent to like watching a college football game and a team be like up 42-0. I mean, you just kind of watch the motions, but you stop paying attention. Naylor is going to lead things off here in the third. He's going to rip one into left, and that's going to be right to Connor Joe for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and we continue to swing at early pitches here, but the last 4 batters, that hasn't worked out as well as it did in the first. Look at this comparison. Average, Naylor better than Ohtani. RBI second behind Ohtani. Extra base hits, 6th. Multi-game hits, tied for first Naylor. Yet this guy was left off the All-Star team. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's nuts to me. Jimenez up here, 1-1 count to him as he fouls one off. We're top 3 at PNC Park. And Keller on his 42nd pitch of the night, outside, 2-1 to Jimenez. 1-for-1, Jimenez on the night. He had that single after Naylor got a home run, and he's got his second single. I just got to talk shit about this guy. Nice job. Runner on first. Well done. The All-Star voters are higher than the International Space Station. Great quote, Landon. That's some good stuff there, buddy. I just don't get it, man. I mean, I understand it's a fan vote, but this is why I've always hated All-Star voting, especially in the NBA. The NBA kills me because usually in the NBA, somebody gets named an NBA All-Star starter who is injured from like the second game of the season. And I just hate it. I hate fan voting. The Hall of Fame balloters should be the voters for All-Star games. I think you'd get a better game, to be honest with you. Josh Bell, deep into right, way back, gone and out of the stadium. Oh my God, Josh Bell to right field has opened this game up even more if you didn't even think it could happen. And it's a 7-0 Guardians lead over the Pirates here in the top of the third. And I put them on my $3 parlay tonight. Oh, I got the last 2 days. Both Indians guys on my $3 parlay have absolutely hit bombs. Wow. What a bomb. I think that either was last row or it ended up getting knocked out of the stadium. First pitch to Brennan is fouled back, and what an absolute jack shot that was. Wow. That was fantastic. 7-0. We've outscored the Pirates 18-0 in the first 11 plus innings. 11 and 1/3 innings of this series. 1-1. Shot to the right. Brennan. Wow. What a bomb. Absolute nice work. Love it. Let's go. 1-2 pitch coming up to Brennan, top of 3, and that is a ground ball and just foul. I don't know how small it is. 391. God, that does seem small, man. But it went. I mean, it was over the right field bleachers, basically. That is the second out of the inning, and it is 2 outs now. Bell, I'm watching this again. Okay, no, I'm sorry. It goes up third. It was third from. It was third. I thought I saw it go off the guy's hand and out of the stadium, but it does hit the fence. But it's third from the top. I mean, where the ball landed, if it landed at 391, it's because it's where it landed. But it was going to go like 425, 440, something like that. What a bomb shot. That was awesome. 1-0 count here to Straw. By the way, the Guardians are, as Straw hits it into center field to his counterpart, and that'll end the inning. We go bottom 3, 7-0. But the Guardians are going to be, Quan's going to be up for a third time in 4 innings next time up. 7-0 Guardians over the Pittsburgh Pirates. And I wish we could save some of these runs for like maybe the next couple of weeks when we play some of the best teams in the major leagues. But what a great start. Let's go. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. The Guardians have this almost more likes than we have. What's up, Billy Joe? Oh, man. You're I know you're a Pirates fan, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or, yeah, the Pirates suck. Maybe not. I don't know. I know you watch the Pirates, or you keep an eye on the Pirates a lot, but the Pirates are doing awful. Pirates are awful. 18-0 in the first 12 innings of this series. The Guardians have outscored them. That's absolutely nuts. Speaking of just absolute nut jobs going on in the MLB tonight, at the end of the first, or let me back up. At the end of the top of the first, the Arizona Diamondbacks were up 2-0. It is now the end of the first, and Atlanta is up 5-2. So a lot of runs being put on the board tonight. You hate everything Pittsburgh. Okay, Billy. Sorry. I thought you constantly were keeping an eye on the Pittsburgh games. That's why I thought. But that's good, man. That's good. I want to get one of those shirts where it's like the Browns little kid like pissing on the Pittsburgh Pirates. I think that would be funny. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Happy Tuesday. If you missed the first 2.5 innings of this game, this is what you missed. Top of 1, the Guardians led off the game with a double, a single, a home run, and a single. And then they got another RBI double to make it 5-0 going into the bottom of the first inning. And they just gave up a 2-run shot, the Pirates did, to Josh Bell to make it 7-0. And here we are in the bottom of the third with Allen cruising. 2 shutout innings, no hits. Oh, that's right, Billy. Okay, that's right. I knew there was something about it. I'm sorry. That's just my memory being shit. You know, when you get up to 40, your memory just goes. I heard it's like the new 80. 1-1 pitch inside, and it is going to be 2-1 here to Gonzalez. 8-9-1 coming up for the Pirates here in the third. That is low, 2-2. I'm sorry, swung on. It was low, but it was swung on 2-2. Let's go. Come on, Guardians. Let's keep this up, man. 2-2 pitch. Right in there. Strike 3 call. Let's go. 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Allen is dealing tonight. He looks good. But you know what? All Guardians look good until they don't. Right? Isn't that true? All Guardians look good until they don't. So we'll see how long our optimism lasts. Bottom 3, 1 out. Pequeiro's up, and it is a strike. 0-1 to him. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Come on, Pequeiro. Let's go, buddy. 0-2 pitch. Up high. 1-2. Man, he lost control of that one. Bo Naylor did a good job there. Did a good job grabbing it. Let's go. 1-2 pitch. Set and delivery by Allen. Outside. 2-2. Another consistency with our pitchers is we still can't strike many people out when it's 0-2-1-2. 2-2 pitch. Swung and missed, but he got him on the 2-2 for his, I believe, 4th strikeout of the game. And Allen has got 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. He's not perfect. He gave up a walk, but he does have a no-hitter going. Let's go. So, top of the order, Connor Joe's going to be up. And first pitch, he fouls this up and right at home plate. Naylor's got a play on it, and he makes the grab. And it goes 1-2-3 again for Logan Allen. We go top 4, 7-0 Guardians. And Logan Allen has a no-hitter through 3. We'll keep an eye on it. Woo! Great game. Well, Billy Joe, that's a good point. You know what, man? The Browns, for years, always used to send their punter to the Pro Bowl. And it was kind of the same thing. You know, they were like, hey, we got to put somebody from the team in there, so it's going to be the punter. I'm not going to get too confident Landon that he can go that soft on this team. I mean, there's some hitters out there, although Sawinski's not in the line. I'm not really sure why he's not. Who else? They brought up a couple youngsters up already. It seems like they've sort of given up after they went on a little bit of a slide. I mean, they still are in position to make the playoffs if they play well, a little bit, but we'll see. All right, so I did a $3, as I always, every single night. I put $3 on a 3-person home run parlay. Tonight, I took Josh Bell, and that one is already hit. I need Rushman, speaking of Rushman from earlier, I need him against the Dodgers, and I need Bryson Stout of the Phillies. I know those are 2 far-fetched ones, but Bell got home, so why can't the others? We'll see what happens. Oh, Billy! I can't, I don't get that feeling. But maybe it's just because I just know that I'll never. All right, I don't know if Al's in here. Maybe he knows how to do this math. But what do you think the percentage of what's the percentage of a no-hitter being thrown anyways? And then what's the percentage of a no-hitter being thrown on my live stream? I don't know. I wouldn't know how to find that, but it's got to be astronomical because it would basically be what, 1 of 40, 1 of 60, but of all probabilities that there's going to be a no-hitter anyway. I don't know. It's probably astronomical. I'd love to do it though, man. I would assume in the 8th and 9th inning I'd get a ton of watchers in here too. So, Naylor, Bo, is going to be up here. 2-1 count to him. They are showing a woman on TV. I don't know who it is, but they're showing a woman on TV just eat a chicken wing. I mean, riveting stuff, Bally Sports. 2-2. 2-2 coming up to Naylor. I haven't nicked his strikeout tracker live, I think, in almost 3 games. Come on, buddy. Just give me something. Give me something to do here. That Arizona game's going to be high scoring. It's already 8 runs in the top of the second. 2 on and nobody out. And Naylor's going to pop one out. That left fielder, Connor Joe's been busy tonight. I think he's had 5 or 6 putouts at this point through 3+ innings, really. 1.57% chance Logan throws a no-hitter. Well, maybe this is the 1.757 chance that we have. Maybe we'll get it tonight. God, wouldn't that be awesome? Top 4, Stephen Kwan's up for the 3rd time in 4 innings. And he takes a strike down the middle, a little breaking ball, 0-1. Doubled his first time up, ground out last time, 271 on the year. And that's another good breaking ball there on the outside corner, 0-2. What's up, Itty? What's up, girl? Man, I haven't seen you in forever. How have you been? That's just a bit high, 1-2. Is it 118 degrees in Las Vegas right now? And if it is, can you send some of that shit Cleveland's way? 1-2 pitch coming up from Keller. And that is swung. That's line drive down the right field line. It's a fair ball in the corner. It's going to rattle around. And Kwan is going to have his 2nd double of the night. Let's go. Mitch Keller just can't get this guy out. Let's go. So, Kwani, with 1 out here in the 4th, gets his 2nd double. Keller's really giving up a lot of line drives right down that line. Just about 3 feet inside the line. Rattles around the corner. Right fielder this time got it down, or got it in without bobbling it. And we are going to see Rosario here, who already is having a great game. 1 for 2, RBI single, scored a run. 264 average on the year. And that is inside. Itty, I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty for NFL Season 2. I'm getting ready, I think 2 weeks? 2 weeks from this Thursday, I'll be live streaming the NFL Hall of Fame game. You almost passed out yesterday. It was too hot to handle. Oh, girl. Speaking of too hot to handle, that is the name of a Netflix show my wife watches, which I personally I don't recommend to anybody. Do not jinx us. You'd like some heat, but 115, that's not too high, Landon. There's a 4-pitch walk to Rosario, and there's now going to be runners on 1st and 2nd. And I got to be honest, I don't think I know the first base bag was open there, but I'm not really sure you want to put 2 runners on with 1 out and Ramirez coming up with Naylor right behind him. So I think that was a big mistake by Mr. Keller. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button. Let's go. We can get 20 tonight. I know we can. And there's a wild pitch. And that's going to put runners at 2nd and 3rd. And Keller's going to be out of this game quicker than an egg can be made on the Vegas Strip right now. So runners on 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Top 4. Let's go. Let's get a couple more runs. Top 4, 1-0 count to Ramirez. That is up high, 2-0. Well, Landon, I mean, people just don't go outside there. That's why their soccer teams aren't any good. They don't have a ball to play. That's 3-0 and a nice block there in the dirt. Runners on second and third. Keller, 67 pitches into this game. 3-0 count now to Ramirez. I mean, technically with the wild pitch, what you did do is you left first base open, and you could now unintentionally walk Ramirez, and that's kind of what it looks like he's doing. We'll see if he swings 3-0. And that's on the outside corner. It was close, but you're always going to get the umps to side with a 3-0 pitch from a pitcher. They want the game to go. They want the batters to swing. So 3-1 now to Ramirez, and we'll see if Keller, that actually gets him to throw something maybe a little bit closer to the plate. Checks the runners at second and third and throws, and that is just foul down the right field line. A line drive laser. Damn. Let's go. Our offense absolutely been on fire these last 2 days. It's nice to see. We've really struggled lately, and it's just nice to see. And that is a walk. Jose Ramirez, bases loaded. Billy, are you just going to tell us what's going on the entire game? I mean, I could just sit here and watch the game. It'd be nice. I'd love to. I really would. All right, bases loaded. Top 4. Josh Naylor's up, and a little meeting on the mound here. Oh, if he hits a grand slam, I mean, that would be 22 runs over 12 innings, 12 and 2/3 inning at this point in this series. I mean, that would be crazy. So Naylor, 3-run homer run, his first time up. He flied out last time. 3.11 average on the season. First pitch to him, inside, almost threw that one away, which would have scored a run. As the bases are juiced, 1-0 pitch coming up to Naylor. And listen, if I'm Naylor, honestly, in this situation, why just not take... I mean, Keller's been erratic this inning. Just honestly take a few pitches, see if he doesn't get you 3-0, and then just sit on a pitch. And who knows, maybe he just walks one in. I mean, you're up 7-0. The etiquette here, I know it's only the 4th inning, I think, is don't swing away at a 3-0 pitch. He's going to dribble this one. It's going to be a double play ball. They're only going to get one. They couldn't go to second for some reason. It just looked like Naylor didn't hit it hard enough. Took a long time for that play to actually pan out. But there's now going to be 2 outs. I had 2 outs already up there. Sorry, 2 outs up there. And the bases are going to have runners at second and third. And it's going to be an 8-0 ball game. There we go. Oh, Billy, you're fine, man. I just didn't know what you were doing. I don't care. Because I don't watch this. I don't watch the chat. I watch the game and then just kind of talk. I just look down sometimes. Andres Jimenez, 2 for 2. 2 singles and a run. I'd love him to go 3 for 3 here, and he rips one foul into the screen down the right field line. 1-1. 1-1. Come on, Guardians. Let's a single here to make a 10 spot. That would be awesome. So, 1-1 to Jimenez. Down low, 2-1. Let's go. 2 for 2 on the day. I will say he's looked better. He hasn't struck out as much. It was concerning to me. He kept going up there and just swinging at the ball like he didn't really have anything going on. 2-1 pitch, and that was exactly kind of what I was talking about. A check swing that he does go 2-2. 2-2. Two pitch coming up from Keller. I'll be honest, guys. I think we've kind of, 2-2 on the game through 3+ innings. I think Jimenez has worn out his hits for tonight. The 2-2 with runners on second and third and 2 outs in the fourth. And he swings at one up by the eyes and strikes out. And we kind of saw the writing on the wall there. But another run is scored. We go bottom of 4. It's 8-0. Guardians over the Pirates. Great start to the game. Let's go. Woo! Great start to this game. Loving it. Loving it. So, if you guys, I think I promoted this, and let me see. Let me see if I can go find it, and I'll share it. So, Women's World Cup starts in 2 days, guys. We, my UK soccer friend and good friend of the channel, Mr. Ian Allen himself, he joined me in the opportunity to preview the entire Women's World Cup. So if you don't have anything to do before bed, I'm going to put this in the chat for you. Go check out that video. That is the World Cup Women's Group Stage Predictions. We tell you all 16 teams that are coming out. So take a minute, go take a look at that. If you haven't already, make sure you go and subscribe to that channel. That's our new soccer betting channel. Only soccer betting on that channel. That's all that's going to happen over there. Oh, looking forward to it. That was our first ever video, and I gotta tell you, I don't ever want to do one of those videos tonight. What's up, Billy? Oh, God, I hope so, man. 19-0. We've outscored these guys. 19-0 in less than 13 innings. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good to see you, Billy. Good to see you. I hope you're hyped, man, about the Bengals season coming up. Hope you're hyped. First game of the season. It's a big one. Brownies, Bengals. Cannot wait for that live stream. I'll be doing a couple other preseason ones, but definitely cannot wait to the start of the season itself. Looking forward to it. All right, Brian Reynolds. Allen, no-hitter through 3. Let's see what he does here in the fourth. Inside, first pitch to Reynolds. Landon, if we get 10 wins, I'll be ecstatic. I always hate landing on 9 wins. It just seems underwhelming, doesn't it? Rangers are a good team. You know what's crazy about the Rangers team is the fact that, like, the Rangers offense on paper, when you look at it up to down compared to some other, big name, organizations like the Yankees, etc., it just doesn't look like it pans out. But I mean, it's a team effort there. And look what they did to the Guardians last Friday. Guardians up 4-0, 4-0 into the fifth. They were up 4-3 going into the seventh, the bottom of the seventh. As Reynolds is going to pop this up. Naylor has room. No, he doesn't. It hits the net. So it's 3-2. But yeah, one of the crazy things about that is they put up 12 runs in the in the 7th and the 8th inning. So yeah, they got a good one. Dude, and at Dallas Point, a very good manager. Yeah. You think we're gonna win the opener, Billy? Now, see, I think it's a little bit reverse psychology there. As down goes Reynolds. 5th strikeout, I believe, for Allen on his 49th pitch of the night. Let's go. Allen looking nasty. I can't believe you do, because I'm not sold we beat you guys in that first game. Let me ask the chat this as we're talking a little football. Do you guys prefer, do you honestly prefer a divisional game to start the season? Because I'm honestly on the other side of that. I'd rather have a game that's non-divisional in the first game of the season, but I don't know. We'll see. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button for me. Let's go. Let's get up to 20 likes. I know we can do it. If you're just joining us, you missed a lot from at least the Guardians fan perspective. 8 runs in the first 4 innings. I believe they've scored in every single inning, if I'm not mistaken. 2-1 pitch. No, I'm sorry. They did not score in the second. They did not score in the second. It was one. Keller came back after giving up 5 runs in the first and threw in a very efficient top of the second inning. I don't know what happened to that guy, but he left right after the second inning again. 2-2 pitch here to McCutchen. Ripped foul. Wow, that was a laser down the left field line. Almost went through the net. 2-2 pitch coming up now to McCutchen. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom 4. 8-run lead for the Guardians. That's in the dirt. 3-2. Yeah, I agree. I think and on the flip side of that, quite honestly, Billy, on the flip side of that, you have, as there's a ground ball that's taken by Ramirez. He cuts Rosario off. I don't know what took him so long to get the ball from his glove to his hand, but it doesn't matter. He gets McCutchen by half a footstep, and there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. I do agree. I think 3 and 4, the weeks there, I think that's a nice... Actually, I would prefer also starting with maybe a Thursday night football game in like week 3, something like that. But on the flip side, I'm also not wanting, and I know I'm picky, you're going to be like, well, where the hell do you put 6 division games? I also don't like the back end of the schedule loaded up with division games. You know, I do think it's... I don't mind the last week, but to have like 5 division games or 6, I don't know what it is, but I've seen 4 of the last 6 weeks sometimes being division games, and I'm not a big fan of that. What's up, Andy? Friend of the channel coming on in the chat. You pitched another 9 strikeout Little League coach pitch game tonight. Fantastic. That brings your ERA down from 12 to 11.50. Congratulations, Andy. Ground ball to shortstop. Rosario's not going to have any problems with that. It's 1, 2, 3. And we got a no-hitter through 4, folks. We got a no-hitter through 4. Listen, you know, when I'm talking, when I'm watching the game and there's a no-hitter, I'm always like, oh, that guy's such a jinx. But actually, now I understand. They have to talk about it. You got to talk about it as the announcer. We go top 5. It is a no-hitter for Allen so far. Let's go. You're dominating those 6-year-olds. I did get word, though, Andy, quite honestly. I did get word. Your splits are horrible. At home, I think you're pretty perfect. Maybe an ERA like .031. On the road, though, when you go to the 6-year-old house, not only is your ERA high, but you get told to leave because you're an adult. Just having fun with you, Andy. All right. We go to the 5th inning, 8-0. I don't think the issue's in doubt. I feel a little bit more confident tonight. I think that's the joke, Billy. I think that's the joke. It's a great... I mean, Andy had it was a great joke. All right, let's go. 8-0 lead by the Guardians. Absolutely loving it. Yeah, you were following it right, Billy, for sure. Oh, shoot. I forgot to send out the poker email. I'll send that later tonight. Or you know what? I bet you I can do it while I'm on the live stream. It's so copy-paste that I can do it. Damn. Billy, you being in the chat reminded me that I forgot to do that this afternoon when I got home from running some errands. And I will do that right now. All right. So we go top 5. Josh Bell's up. A massive shot last time up. That one's in there for a strike. Looked low to me. Looked pretty low. Not sure why that was called a strike, but whatever. We're up 8 runs. Now's not the time to argue those. 0-1 pitch from Keller. This is probably going to be his last inning. I am surprised the guy made it through 5. Or, I mean, technically hasn't made it through 5 yet, but it's a little surprising that after giving up 4 runs on 7 pitches that this guy's made it through 5. 1-2 pitch now coming to Bell as he swung over and missed on that 1-1. Whew. 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2. All right. 2-2 pitch coming from Keller. Andy's on pace to be a Cy Young. Oh, Bell gets his second into the game as it goes into right field. And it's a nice, easy single. Let's go, buddy. I like to see this guy going. Him and Rosario starting to get things going here. So, leadoff hitter on. There's nobody out. There you go. Leadoff hitter on, top 5, nobody out. Let's go. So, who do we get to see up next? Well, we get to see Mr. Brennan. Another lefty here. Lefties have been crushing Keller, by the way, and I'm going to keep that in the back of my mind for whenever he faces his next big lefty teams. Oh my God, the Triolo just Bally Sports did a shitty job of showing it, but I think Brennan just fouled out to third on, there's the replay, by a great catch over the railing. Nice. That's, hey, hell of a catch there. So 1 out as Brennan fouls out on the first pitch he sees. And now we'll see the 8-hitter Straw with Bo Naylor on deck. Straw 1 for 2, had an RBI double in the first inning. That got the 5th run home in the 5th, or in the first. And then lined out, it was a straight shot to center field last time up. 1-1 now as that's on the outside corner. One pitch. Swung on, bounced off the plate. 1-2. 1-2. Miles Straw swings and fouls another on off. We'll do it again at 1-2. All right, come on, Miles. One out. Top 5. Straw swings. Ground ball. Could be a double play. There's one. Straw's fast, and they're not going to get him. Not even close. So 2 outs. Force play at second, and Straw will be on first. That was a nice catch, Billy Joe, man. It sure was, buddy. It was a fantastic catch. Bally Sports did a really bad job of showing that, too. Billy Joe, man, what do you watch? Are you on, I assume you're on Bally Sports. What are you watching? What's the Pittsburgh station for the Pirates? What do you get over there? Swinging a ground ball, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning as Bo Naylor is going to ground out, and he continues to at least not strike out, but he doesn't do much else. So we go bottom 5, 8-0 Guardians here, and we'll go to the out-of-town scoreboard and update you with some scores from around the league. Philadelphia 4-2. 4-2. Stout singled and got a RBI, but he needed a home run for me. Come on, buddy. 4-2 over the Brewers. Dodgers 5-1 over the Orioles. Padres 4-1 over Toronto. Mets 6-2 over the White Sox. That Arizona game has been crazy. 12 runs through 2 innings. Arizona has retaken the lead 7-5 over Atlanta. Just underway a few games. Washington 1-0 in the first over the Cubs. Detroit 2-0 over Kansas City. That was my free pick over 8.5, and they've already put up a 2 spot there in the top of the first with just 1 out. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's get our 3rd free pick winner in a row. Woo! Good stuff. Good stuff. Welcome in, guys. Appreciate you stopping in on Tuesday, July 18th. God, where is the summer going? I'll tell you, in Cleveland, it just seems like, boom, it's gone. Next thing you know, it's going to be September 5th, middle of winter here in Cleveland. 7 inches of snow. Oh, looking forward to it, though. Looking forward to it. Hey, if there's snow in Cleveland, it means one thing, and that is the NFL playoffs are probably either here or near. And I know the season hasn't even started yet, but can we get excited about the playoffs? Let's go. Whew. All right, I'm just updating our poker standings for the week. If you want to join our poker league, email me at grandstandbettors@gmail.com. We'll get you in the poker league. But I'm just updating. We're 2 weeks in. We've only had 3 people on our leaderboard. It's been very consistent from some good players. There's a foul ball by Davis down the left field line from Allen. It's 1-1 as we start off the bottom of the 5th inning here. There's a shot into center. Straw back at the wall, makes a catch on the run to keep the no-hitter intact here in the 5th inning. Let's go. A great play by Straw. Very similar to a few weeks ago when he kind of had that one in center field that he just overran. He does not do that here. And Allen, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts here through 4 1/3 innings. Let's go. All right, I think that's good. Send this to everybody in our poker league, and we'll be good to go. There we go. Boom. All right, just sent out the poker email. I'm glad I saw Billy because he won it last week, and I needed to send up the standings. Shit. I think I forgot to change the subject line when I sent that out. I mean, does it really matter? Probably not. Let's see. What did I put it as? Oh, no. I didn't put a date. Okay, that's good. 1-0 pitch. Yeah, there goes the no-no. Sorry, I wasn't even paying attention. I was sending out an email. Did they get a hit? Of course they did. Right after I said it. Damn it. Well, that sucks. Triolo gets a single, runner on first. Sorry, I was paying attention to that poker email. But now it's 2-1 to Rodriguez. I knew we weren't going to see a no-no. I mean, Logan Allen doesn't seem like a guy that would throw a no-no, but he did have good stuff, and people just weren't getting hits off of him. I think the key is, for hitters at least, when a no-no is in play, is just to be a little bit more aggressive on those first pitches. Hey, it's okay, though. Let's go. AT&T Pittsburgh, that makes sense. That makes sense. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off out of play. Rodriguez 0 for 1 on the day. 2-2 in the count. Runner on first, 1 out, bottom 5. It's been all Guardians from the first 7 pitches of this game. Allen in the stretch for the first time tonight on the 2-2 to Rodriguez. In the dirt, got him for strikeout number 7. He is looking good. This could be a 10 strikeout game if he continues. The guy's only thrown 70 pitches. So, I mean, he could probably go 6, maybe 7 if he's efficient in the next, 4 more outs? We'll see. We'll see what he does. So, 2 outs, 1 on, bottom 5. That one is ripped down the left field line and into the screen. I'm sorry, into the stands. Do they not have a screen right there? Huh. So, Nick Gonzalez, 243 on the season, 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Another guy that doesn't get too much playing time, though. 0-1 count to Gonzalez. Yeah, Billy Joe, just got to win, just got to hold on. I feel confident. I mean, this offense of the Pirates hasn't done anything. That one's low, 1-1. We seem to be really, for some reason, like in a nice groove. I wish we could play Pittsburgh 162 games. 1-1 pitch from Gonzalez off the plate, 2-1. Logan sets, checks the runner at first, and delivers the 2-1, and it's fouled. 2-2. thing I really don't want to see here, I wouldn't like to get to 3 and 2, but I definitely don't want to walk this guy. And then all of a sudden, you're getting close to maybe a single, and then the top of the lineup comes up. Connor Joe's got a nice pop to his bat. The 2-2 from Allen up high at the eyes. And it's going to be a 3-2 count. Okay. Come on, Allen. Just get out of this inning with not giving up runs. Just get out of the inning with that. I ripped foul, but just down the line. Oh, let's go. 3-2 count to Gonzalez. Bottom 5, 2 outs. Swung on and missed for the 8th strikeout for Logan Allen. And we go to the 6th. Guardians 8. Pittsburgh 0. Let's go. Let's go. Absolutely on fire right now. Logan Allen, man, if he doesn't get that, gives up that single, we're sitting here and we're going no-hitter through 5. But it doesn't matter. The Guardians win is all we need to be happy. Check on some scores here. Let's see. Tigers, top second, still 2-0. All right, I need 7 more runs in that game, so let's get some more runners on base there. Everything else sort of the same. Yeah. Patreon pick about to get underway in about 20 minutes' time. Nah, Billy. He's at 75 pitches, I think. 76, something like that. He's not going to pitch 4 more innings. I mean, he'd have to average. Even if he averaged 10 pitches an inning, I mean, there's no way. It is a rarity, though. It is a rarity for sure. Yeah, I can't remember. Can anybody remember the last time a Cleveland Guardians pitcher threw a complete game? I can't. Off the top of my head, I can't. Let me, Guardians complete game. Complete games. Pitcher. Maybe pitcher. Pitchers. Complete games. Let's see. Complete games. So the Ranger, by the way, the Guardians, they did throw one this year. It doesn't say who it was, but the Guardians have had 1 complete game. The Rangers have had 3. I wonder if Eovaldi's one of those, or maybe 2 of those. I'm trying to figure out who the heck that was, though. Who was that? I don't know. We go top 6. Quan's up for the 4th time in 6 innings, and that's in there for a strike. There was one this year, Landon, so somebody find out who threw a complete game this year. I definitely will tell you it was nobody while I was live streaming. I could guarantee you it was a game that I didn't live stream. Quan, 2 for 3 on the day, 2 doubles, 2 runs. Getting his average up to now 273. The 1-2 pitch to him way outside, and it's 2-2. So 2-2 pitch, Keller. Fouled out of play. We'll do it again. The 2-2 from Keller is 95th pitch. He's going to try to go 6 innings, and that one's going to be a lazy fly ball to Connor Joe, who snags it, and there's 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Who was that? Could it have been Quantrill? I doubt it. That guy got shelled. Was it Bieber? I just can't think of who it was. Off the top of my head. Somebody be a stat boy or girl for me. That's in there for a strike to Rosario. Rosario 1 for 2 on the game. Last time up he walked. And I believe he was the one that came around and scored. 1-0-1 to him. That is into center field. That's deep to center field, but not deep enough. And that is Reynolds there at the warning track out by the 399 mark, making the catch. So 2 down here in the 6th. Yeah, Billy, he took second and he took first and second in the first 2 tournaments in the month of July. He is doing well. I have been awful these last 2 tournaments. Although I did take Al out. I think I hit a flush or a straight. I can't remember. It's kind of funny though, as you know, like one month I was really good. I took second like 4 times. Couldn't win though. Was it Bieber? All right, Landon. I mean, it makes sense. I don't see anybody else from this team going complete game. Jose Ramirez up with 2 outs, top of 6, nobody on, 8-0 lead for the Guardians. Jose Ramirez swings and fouls one down the right field line. I'll tell you, Al told me beforehand he took Ramirez to hit a home run. Ramirez has been all over the baseball, but they've been lasers. Absolute lasers. The 1-2 to him outside, 2-2. If you guys are coming in, smash that like button for me. Hope you're having a great Tuesday night. If you're a Pirates fan, you're probably not. To be fair, the Guardians are like that most days. That's a fly ball that's too high. What do you mean too high? Too high and caught at first by Carlos Santana. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the score, 8-0 Guardians. Banfield went 8 1/3. See, that name I kind of forgot about because he only started a select few games there while we kind of had some injuries. By the way, 8 1/3 is what? The number of innings McKenzie threw before he had to go back on the injured list? Right? I mean, I'm going to throw this in the chat for the Cleveland Guardians fans. What do you guys think about trading Tristan McKenzie? I mean, would you even get anything for him with his injuries? But I mean, I don't think you're going to get any value from him in the future the way that he's been injured. You might as well just get rid of him now and see if you can't get something in the meantime for him. I don't get it. Don't get it. Well, we'll see what Allen goes tonight. I assume he'll probably go 6, at least, maybe 7 if he has a good outing here in the 6th. Just an hour and 19 minutes. I take that back. An hour 24 minutes into the game. Almost done with 6 innings. That's not bad. It's on pace for right around a 2-minute and 10-minute game. By the way, Grand Slam Beer Fest coming up July 29th from Progressive Field. I will be downtown on that day, but I will not be at Beer Fest. My wife and I, we signed up for this. It's called, I don't know, it's like some night run. It's like a 5K. Seems fun. Seems like a good time. So we're going to go run on a Saturday night. That's the definition of being old and boring. All right, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Guardians. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for the Pirates. Beautiful view. Having watched these 2 games in Pittsburgh does make me want to make this one of my next stadiums that I go to. It is very nice, and it overlooks the city, so very beautiful. And on top of that, there's a casino nearby. Why are we pulling Allen for Eli Morgan? I do not understand this. Can somebody explain to me why Eli Morgan's in and we're not letting Allen go a 6th inning here? Eli Morgan, 1-0 now to Pequero, and that is in there for a strike. I don't understand why you pull it. Does Logan Allen need that much rest where he can't go one more inning here? I just don't understand why you're using a bullpen arm. To me, it's a waste of a bullpen arm. That's going to come bite you back either tomorrow or the day after or the day after. I mean, why waste this shit? Maybe he's trying to get some confidence back in Morgan. I don't know. Got a strike out there. It was not a strike, but he got him rung up, and that's all that matters. So one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Billy, dude, we saw this on Friday versus the Rangers when it was Savale. 4-2 lead, cruising 79 pitches. 8-0 lead here, 75 pitches, gets pulled. I just don't understand. And now this might work out differently where it ends up still winning the game and stuff. As Connor Joe hits one just foul down the right field line. But honestly, I guess my point is, why tire your bullpen guys when you don't need them to come in? I just think it's bad use. I think it's bad use of your bullpen. I don't know. That's all I can say. 0-1 to Joe. Swung on and missed. He had about a pitching wedge there. By the way, you want to know a sign you're getting old? So I played 18 holes of golf yesterday. I could barely walk today. And with that said, I wasn't walking the course. I was in a cart. I'm just saying, my body's feeling it. Is it nice, Billy Joe? If you were to sit somewhere in the, where would you choose to sit in the ballpark? If you could pick one spot. For somebody who hasn't been, where should I sit? Joe's going to pop this one up in foul territory, and it's going to get out of play into the seats. So, 1-2 to Joe. Oh, Three Rivers Casino you've been? Okay. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Screw watching a Pirates game. 1-2 pitch coming up to Joe. 0-2 on the day. Bo Naylor tried to paint that one, but that was way outside. Way outside. You think that's what it is, Al? All right. I mean, just let the guy pitch through the sixth. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. I understand what you're saying, but I disagree. And I'm not saying you're disagreeing with me. I just think Tito should have just left the guy in. I'm not saying Eli Morgan's going to screw this up an 8-0 lead, but why? Well, Connor Joe just got a hold of one, but it's going to... Yeah. I literally said Eli Morgan's not going to screw this up, and then Connor Joe hits a home run, and it's 8-1. Why? I know it's a 7-run lead, but the principle of the situation is, why do you bring the guy out? Why do you even give the guy a chance to screw this up? I just don't get it. Andy, you watched Tito throw the arms off Kluber, Andrew Miller, and a number of other starting pitchers are big arms in the bullpen. Yeah. Al, left field bleachers? Do you still get to see the city? It looks like a nice view, though, from, behind home plate. What about upper deck there to see the city? That's probably a better city view I got to give my wife something to look at. Yeah, I don't understand. Anywhere's good, Billy Joe. It looks like a nice ballpark. It does. 0-2 now to Reynolds. Listen, I'm not going to beat the bush too much tonight about this because we're up by 7 runs still and it's the bottom of the 6th, and I still think we're going to close this out. But you got a guy that's absolutely rolling. He gives up 1 hit. He's had 75 pitches. And just why is there's a ground ball to second and there's 2 outs now? Why do you bring a guy in and waste them today when you could need him tomorrow? I don't know. I'm not going to beat it to death, but you're golfing this Sunday, Billy Joe, man. Where are you golfing at? a local course? You go on vacation anywhere to golf? What kind of golfer are you, too? Are you a diehard golfer, or are you have a beer in your golf cart type of golfer? And there's a one hopper, I think, to Ramirez from McCutcheon. That's why they call it the hot corner over there. We go top 7. 8-1. Good job, Eli Morgan. Way to blow the shutout. We had a 19-0 run going against the Pirates, and Eli Morgan comes up and gives a home run to Connor Joe. Anybody else surprised? Because I'm not. I'm not surprised in the least. Well, it happens. All right, let's go around the out-of-town scoreboard real quick. Philly 4-2 over the Brewers, mid-7. Dodgers still 5-1, top of 5 over Baltimore. San Diego 4-1 over the Blue Jays. I like the Blue Jays, man. I think they're coming on strong. I think they actually have a chance of making the playoffs. I think they're in the wild card spot right now, but they're only 5.5 actually out of the East. They're actually in the second wild card spot by a game. So I do like Toronto. I did take them to win the AL East. So if they could somehow come all the way back from about 11 games out a month ago, I would be really happy about that. San Francisco, in the second game of their doubleheader, they won the first one 4-2 in 10 innings. They're up 1-0. That game just underway. Mets 7-2 over the White Sox, bottom 4, 2 on, 2 out there. Arizona added another one. It's 8-5 over Atlanta, bottom 4. St. Louis, Miami, zeros on the board. Washington 3-0 over Chicago, bottom 2. Zeros on the board out in Texas between top 2 in the AL, Texas and Tampa. Detroit 2-0, top 3, 2 outs there in Kansas City. And Houston, Colorado just getting underway in about 2 minutes' time. So, a lot of good action tonight. There are about 3 more games to start later. You got the Yankees, the Angels, Boston, Oakland, and Minnesota, Seattle. We'll have our eyes peeled on the Minnesota game, especially if Cleveland can win this one, or at least hold on and win this one. And if Minnesota loses to the Mariners tonight, then we would be back to a half-game deficit there in the AL Central. Remember, there are 6 big games coming up with the Minnesota Twins at the end of August, beginning of September. Those are going to be massive. I said months ago that those are the games that will decide our fate of the season, and I'm going to tell you right now, I still believe that. The unfortunate thing is, as there's a ground ball by Josh Naylor to second base, and there's quickly 1 out here in the top of the 7th. The unfortunate thing about those games is they come after the trade deadline, and we might have already given up by then. We'll see. That's a good point, Al. Who wants to see Pittsburgh? That's true. But, Al, I'm a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so I can't hate the entire city. I have to... we went there for a Penguin, when we go for their Penguins games, we have to be somewhat Pittsburgh. Wow, your son shoots 70s? You shoot 90s and you're 65? Well, God, you're making my 112 yesterday look very good. No, I'm so if I don't, I hadn't played for a whole year until yesterday. And it was a scramble, so I don't even know what I shot. But quite honestly, as it's fouled off there, quite honestly, I shoot I'm like a bogey golfer, like a 24 handicap. So what's that? 96, something like that. That's usually what I shoot. I got my wife into golf though, and I did play 9 holes with her recently. So I guess I have played more than once, but I played 9 holes with her. And because she's brand new to golf, which she's picked up rather quickly, might I add you, as that is swung on, missed by Jimenez, and there's 2 out here in the top of the 7th. Honestly, my wife, so she's just starting. She's a 54 handicap, the most you can be because she's brand new. But she needs to get her handicap adjusted, and she needs to start turning in some scores somewhere because, she was on a par 3, which I parred, and she parred, but with her handicap, it was like a -1. You can't beat somebody like that. She just absolutely destroyed me on the handicap. Yeah, I do hate driving there too, Al. Quite honestly, when we drove down for the Penguins game, as Josh Bell, I know he hit a home run tonight, but he looks awful from the right side of the plate. Which he did not hit his home run. The home run came from the left side. 0-2 now to Bell. Top 7, nobody on, 2 outs. And Perdomo is the pitcher. Keller's done. He went more... What's crazy is Mitch Keller went more innings than Logan Allen did. And he gave up 8 runs. I just don't get it. 0-2 pitch still coming to Bell as he fouled the last one off. Fouls another one off. But Al, to land the airplane on my point, I went to Pittsburgh for that Penguins game, and we drove in there. But my uncle and my cousin came to visit, or they are actually the ones that gave us the tickets. So they were coming. They had 2 other seats, and we checked into the hotel as the 0-2 pitch to Bell's low. We checked into the hotel, and I said to my wife, I'm like, I'm not driving anything. They can pick us up. They can take us to the game. I'm done. So, I don't like driving there either. I also hate when you miss an exit. It takes 45 minutes to backtrack and get to where you were going. It sucks. There you go, Billy. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Well, to me, so like you're probably, after I said I shoot 96, little about me, I actually was on my freshman golf team in high school. I'm actually a pretty good golfer up until I just didn't have time to play golf anymore. That is strike 3, and we go to the middle of the 7th. But yeah, I started working on cruise ships. I was there on cruise ships for 5 years, and you just don't have time to golf over those 5 years. So I probably never played over those 5 years at all. And then, now you're married, you just don't have time to go out and play. I don't know. I probably played 10 times over the last 10 years, quite honestly. I wish I could play more, though. I wish I could. All right, Royals did score bottom 3, so 3 runs there with a runner on third. It'd be great to get that 4th run across in the 3rd inning. What else is going on? Mets put up another run, 8-2. Atlanta battling back. 14 runs through 3 2/3 innings, or 3.5 2/3 innings, really, in that game. 8-6. Atlanta's got 2 on, 2 out there. Nationals scored 3-0, which is crazy. Patreon play is underway. Top of first. I don't love betting games that have 12 runs as the over-under. And I especially don't like needing 12 runs in a baseball game. But I don't need 12 runs in a baseball game tonight because our Patreon play is over 12 runs, so I need 13 runs. So I do think the Astros-Rockies game is going to be a hit fest tonight. And we'll keep an eye on that one for the last few innings here, and hopefully there's some runs early on. I'd rather have runs early on in Coors Field than have to wait to the 7th inning when the Rockies come in and then give up 9 runs just because it's a little bit nervy. But yeah, Andy, you're terrible at golf. On a scale of Tin Cup to Happy Gilmore, where do you fall on that spectrum? Ugh. Carlos Santana going to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th for the Pirates. The shutout's gone. The no-hitter's gone. The only thing left to watch and play for, I guess, would be personal statistics if you're the Cleveland Guardians. Longtime Cleveland Indian. This was another guy that when he left I hated. And we are going to get Stephen, Al. Billy, that's all I play anymore, too. I couldn't even tell you the last time that I've really kept my score. Stephen's in, and if you don't know much about Stephen, all you have to do is kind of rewind to Sunday night when I was on the golf course, actually, with my wife. I went the day before. And I honestly could not believe he gave up a 5-2 lead. You're Bill Murray from Caddyshack? So you're oogling older ladies on the golf course? Oh, good times. Good times. 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch coming up to Santana. Stefan, please do not screw this up. 2-1. This guy. You hit flowers. And fighting rodents. Andy is a... what kind of animals do you go after? Like, oh my God! And Carlos Santana is gonna lead off for a hit. Here we go, folks. Buckle on in, because the game that looked like it was gonna end in 30 minutes from now might end in 4 hours. Oh, Andy, you peg me as not maybe a groundhog guy, maybe like a chicken coop kind of guy. That's not really a rodent, though. Stefan, 4 for 4 on the year, 3.43. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, man? What about the Francisco Lindor trade? Well, what about it, buddy? It's been a couple years. I think it was a wash by both teams, quite honestly. I think it's a wash. 1-0 now to Davis. Stefan, please do not screw this up. There's a good pitch. A slider there. Gets him to go. Chase out of the zone. Let's go. Stefan, do not. If he allows any more base runners, I'm going to lose it. The 1-1, and there's a single. All right, here we go. Why do we do this? And I know we're up 7 runs, and I know it's a little bit of an overreaction, but I'm serious, guys. If the writing on the wall says anything about this, I mean, guys, a 3-run homer here, like one swing of the bat, it's an 8-4 ball game. Just like that. Happy could drive the golf ball. That one's in there for a strike at the knees to Triolo. Come on, man. Don't be that guy, Stefan. Don't be that guy. 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. You got 6, 7, 8, 9. If the guy can't get 3 outs of those 4 hitters, I'm going to lose it. Al, I did not know that, only because I honestly didn't watch him on Sunday live, and second, because I just get so angry when he's out there. This one is in the air. It is going to be in foul territory. Oh, a nice catch. There's going to be a tag to third and to second. No, they didn't get him. Runners do tag up, so it is second and third with less than 2 outs here. But a great play in right by Brennan. And it was sort of the same play yesterday. We saw that he couldn't get it. This time, he does snag it. That's a hell of a play. You know what's interesting to me is that is where the net actually, there's that little area there where the net is, gone. And it stops, and that allowed him to get it. So, great job there by Brennan. Absolutely fantastic fielding, 1 out. By the way, Stefan's lucky that he got that out. That should have just been a strike. Now he's 1-0 to Rodriguez. Ryan, we're 100%. I mean, it's quite hysterical. It's sad that when you're up by 8 runs, you feel like you're in a tie ball game half the time. Swing and a miss there, 96 mile an hour. 1-1 here to Rodriguez. Come on. Let's go, Stefan. Just one time, get out of this. There's a ground ball, just foul of first base. 1-2. Classic Indians, not Indians, Guardians. God, I still say Indians, but to be fair, because of Santana, I have been saying Indians today. But classic Guardians here would be to throw something in the dirt and it just become a 2-2 count. Let's see what Stefan does. Classic Guardians. 2-2 count. I mean, it's pretty easy to foreshadow our pitching. And I think maybe if I can do it from the comfort of my own office, that somebody else can do it when they're 90 or 40. Ooh, that was kind of funny. It caught Naylor in in the face mask got caught up. But however many feet away, 57 and 56 and a half feet and 3/4, I don't know, whatever it is from the mound. That's up high, and it's 3-2. And you can, if you load the bases here and you give up a grand slam to the to the 8-hole hitter in Gonzalez, I might turn the TV off. 3-2 pitch, up high, got him to chase. Very lucky that was ball 4. So 2 outs, 2 on. Gonzalez coming up to the plate, and God, if we could get through this, I then do think we win this game. But when the guys let off with 2 singles, nobody out, I mean, whew, it got very nervous in the room for a second. So Gonzalez 0-2 on the day. Stephan 16 pitches in here at the 7th, and that is low 1-0. Come on. 239 average on the season for Gonzalez. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. Again, the guy's only played a handful of games. In fact, I'm sorry. I think he just came up yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. There's a ground ball to short. Rosario gets him by a hair at first, and we go to the top of the 8th. And Stephan doesn't make it look easy, but he makes it. That's all I have to say about that. All right, we go to the 8th inning. I feel a little bit, pressure relieved, right? Pressure relieved. Listen, the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks are playing a fun game, and if you're looking for a back-and-forth 7-hour baseball game, they're in the top of the 5th. 17 runs have been put on the board. Just halfway. They're on pace for 34 runs in that game. Tigers 2, Kansas City 2. And by the way, Houston has put 3 runs up in the top of the 1st against the Rockies. That's what I like to see when I need 13 runs in that game. So let's go. San Diego 6-1 over Toronto. Toronto really struggling with some Padres pitching at home too. Surprising. Miami 1-0 over St. Louis. That one's top 5. Everything else. Texas finally took a 1-0 lead over Tampa Bay. They're coming off that walk-off wild pitch last night, which was kind of funny. I know, Ryan. I know. I don't either. But I sort of have to, because you never know with like YouTube and like all their restrictions and stuff. If you just, I literally got a warning for saying, by the way, it's kind of crazy. You can swear as much as you want. I really don't think they care, as long as you say that your video is not made for kids. But with that said, I'll tell you this. There was something I said. I said the word dead. I said the word dead in a video that I did, and I got a warning. I'm probably going to get a warning now, but hopefully not. I think it was said in like a derogatory way of some sort. I don't know. But anyways, I got a warning because they said it was what was the wording? They said it was a damaging word or something like that. I don't know what it was. But anyways, they're fickle about things, so I do try to Cleveland heart attacks. That's true. They are. The Cardiac Kids. I'll tell you this, though, guys. As a Guardians fan, if we can get to September 26th and we're tied for first, it's going to be a hell of a week. It's going to be a hell of a week. I'll tell you that. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Carmen Moldzinski. I don't even know if that's close to being right, and I don't care. Moldzinski. Top of 8, and Brendan's going to lead things off 0-3 on the day. I think he did get a walk, though, and scored. So, top 8 here. Guardians don't need any more runs. Let's just make it an efficient top of the 8th. That's going to be efficient. That's a line out to short, and there's 1 out. It's like whatever I say on my stream happens. All right, let's see if I can get this here. Who's up next? Straw's up next. Ground ball to second base. That's what I'm going with today. Ground ball to second base. Swing and a miss. 96 miles an hour, 0-1 to Straw. That was a good pitch there. Blew it by him. Straw couldn't catch up to that. The 0-1 up high, 97. Throwing some heat. Moldzinski out of the pen. What a great last name. The 1-1 to Straw. Inside, 2-1. All right, Straw. You're 1 for 3. Let's go 2 for 4, buddy. There's a shot to left. I thought it was better than it was. It wasn't. I thought he got a little. He must have rolled that one over a bit. It just is a fly out to left. But I thought he got a hold of that one a little bit more than he did. But he did not. By the way, the Rockies come back and score 2 in the bottom of the first, and now 5 of the 13 runs have been scored in it. There's only been 3 outs in the game. That's how I like to start, needing 13 runs in a game. Let's go. There's a swing and a fly ball. It's going to be called by the second fielder, or the second baseman in near the left fielder, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. That was definitely efficient. We go bottom 8. 8-1 Guardians over the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, guys, let's go. Let's go. Who hit that? Somebody must have hit a home run for Colorado. Chris Bryant homered. Profar singled. Bryant homered. And, yeah, good stuff. 5 runs already. All right, bottom 8, guys. Bottom 8. Again, just some quick updates for you guys. Again, the rest of the week, here's kind of the next 2 weeks. I'll go over the next 2 weeks of live streaming. The next live stream, I won't be on until Friday night, but it's not going to be the baseball game. I'm going to be live streaming the USA Women's World Cup match. So I'll be doing that. They play Vietnam at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then from there, I won't be live streaming until the next Wednesday, which is another USA Women's live stream against the Netherlands. That's actually going to be a huge match. Then Guardians versus the White Sox on Thursday, the 27th. Guardians versus White Sox on Friday, the 28th. And then one more USA Women's World Cup match on the 1st. And then the next live stream after that, August 3rd, Hall of Fame game, Browns-Jets. Let's go. Football season will be upon us. It's the first time that I'll officially be kicking off that first night of football. By the way, the Rockies just hit another home run. It's 3-3. 6 runs with 3 outs. If we do not hit the over that game, I need 7 more runs. If I do not hit that over, I'm going to be extremely pissed off. Yeah, there is no, I won't be doing Guardians tomorrow. No, I don't really typically do day games, mostly because my wife works from home now a little more often, so like I just like when she's doing conference calls, I can't be like deep fly ball to left. You know, I would appreciate it if I was somebody on one of her conference calls, but yeah. Is it 11:35? That's even worse. Yeah, I definitely can't do that time. I'm not even going to be up. That's early, man. Jeez. Is it really 11:35? I thought it was just 1 o'clock. I did not even pay attention to that. Let's see. 12:35. So you must be Central. So but still 12:35. It's noon for us. Bottom 8 inside. We are going to have De Los Santos. So it looks like Tito's just bringing out all the players who screwed us this weekend to get him some work in. De Los Santos, though, did get a hold on Sunday, although according to Al, which I believe because I didn't watch the game, he was hit hard. So let's see if he gets a little bit more of some soft hits. We'll see. One pitch, that is fouled out to the right. So 1-2 to Pequero here. The number 9 hole hitter for the Pirates. Another guy that's, new up here. Al, I better hope so, man. After 6 in the first, I mean, come on. I tend to get screwed in these situations on some of these overs that I think are easy winners. But we'll see. I mean, what game was it a couple weeks back where there were like 7 runs in the first 4 innings and then not one? I think it was a Blue Jays game. And then not 1 run for 6. All we needed was 1. We needed 1 run. We'll see. Oh, Ryan, you're in Texas for a vacation? That's awesome, man. Whereabouts in Texas? Like Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, Houston, and there's strike 3. 1 out here. I don't know why I always leave the outs on there. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. De Los Santos gets his first one. Oh, so Al, I'll be honest with you, man. I actually hope you win that, but so that was actually a bet on our full card today, and it's actually the second bet of our Patreon, like our higher tier on Patreon. Dodgers Orioles. I took the under, and honestly, I was sitting there in the second inning, just absolutely pissed off that 6 runs were scored in the second, and it has died down since then. So I took under 9.5, and unfortunately, one of us is gonna win, but I hope it's you, man, because that's exactly the shit that pisses me off is when a game like that starts with 6 runs and then you don't get anything the rest of the way. And they just had bases loaded with nobody out too, Al. San Antonio, Ryan, I've never been to that city. I've been to Dallas, Houston, Austin, Fort Worth area. I mean, that's Dallas, I guess. But I've never been to San Antonio. Is that a nice area? I heard like the River Walk is nice, that area, or somewhere around there. We got 3-1 count coming to Connor Joe. He's the only guy that's done anything in this game for the Pirates. He hit a solo shot to really ruin the shutout. Thank you again for that, Eli Morgan. There's a fly ball into foul territory. Brennan again by the wall. He's not going to get to this one. 3-2 count. Take down the Jolly Roger. Oh, let's go. Efficiency. I love these short games here, especially the 7 o'clock ones. Makes me, I can at least then go spend a couple minutes with my wife before she passes out, and then come back, work on some stuff. Three-two pitch to Joe. Swung on, that's ripped, but right at Stephen Kwan, and for a second you thought it might go over his head, but he's right there, and that's the second out of the inning here in the bottom of the 8th. Now, it's interesting to me, Clase pitched last night. I don't think you bring him back again, but do you? I mean, just to get him some more work in an 8-1 game? Are you kidding me, Al? That's awful. Like, that's the epitome of a really bad beat, but I did see Rushman just doubled to lead off the inning, so you probably have some more runs coming. It's 102, Ryan, in Texas and San Antonio right now. It is a dry heat, though, they say, right? I love how people say that. It's a dry heat. Yeah. So is broiling a chicken. Like, it's a dry heat. I don't get it. Right? All right, 0-1 here. De Los Santos to Brian Reynolds. That's outside, and it's 1-1. So, De Los Santos, 2 outs, bottom 8. Guardians looking to get 2 in a row against the Pirates, win this series with an early 12:35 start tomorrow outside, 2-1. De Los Santos, man, just let the ball get hit and play. Ryan, are you from Ohio? I can't remember. Are you from Ohio? It definitely doesn't get up to 102. It will get into the 90s on like some crazy day sometimes. That's foul out of play, and it's 2-2 now. Kansas City, 3-2 over Detroit. Free looking good. They got 2 on, 1 out, and the 2 on are at second and third, bottom 4. Just need 4 more runs in that one to get us over the hump. The 2-2 from Reynolds. Or 2 Reynolds. That's a fair ball to Naylor. He's going to take it himself. And De Los Santos goes 1, 2, 3. We go top 9. Guardians 8. Pittsburgh Buckaroos 1. 3 outs to go, Billy Joe. Let's get it done. 3 more outs. Yes, sir. Crazy game still going on in Atlanta. It's now an 11-8 game to the Braves. That one's end of 5. 19 runs. If you had the over in that game, looking spectacular for you. Updates on scores around the league. Philadelphia 4-3, bottom 8. Baltimore trailing the Dodgers 5-1. That's bottom 6. Runner on second. Nobody out in that one. San Diego 6-1 over Toronto. Cincinnati 4-1 over San Francisco, trying to get out of a rut as they have lost quite a bit in a row, or at least 5 of the last 6. 6 in a row? I don't know what it's been. Let's take a look since we got some time at the commercial break. 5 in a row. They lost 5 in a row, but they are up by 3 runs in the 3rd inning there. Mets 8, White Sox 4, top 6 there. Miami 1-0 over St. Louis, top 6. You know, I almost made the bet today for Patreon. First 5 under in the St. Louis game, and I didn't have confidence after watching the bullpen, and I know it wasn't the bullpen guys pitch in the first 5. I just had PTSD, but still, that would have been a winner. Washington 3-1 over the Cubs, bottom 4. Texas 1-0 over Tampa, bottom 4. Kansas City just knocked in 2 runs as I was talking. It's 5-2, bottom 4. Free pick winner looking to go 3-0 this week alone. Let's go, baby. And Houston, Colorado, top 2, tied at 3. So, guys, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I was trying to hit 7,000 by the time NFL season comes around. I don't think I'm going to get there. I think I'm going to fall flat on my face. It's okay, though. We'll slowly get up. I'd like to hit 7,000, though, by, like, January. It'd be cool to hit 7,000 maybe 8 by the end of NFL season. That might be stretching it. I want to hit 10,000, though, by the end of 2024. Hopefully I can grow at a faster pace. I just got to do better research and figuring out what to do to make that happen. It's probably because I notice a lot of guys in my niche, and if you're watching me right now and you watch my free pick videos, I have noticed a lot of guys in my niche put their free pick videos out at like midnight. Is that something that people want? So when they wake up, it's already right there for them, or maybe if they're up late that they get it the night before. I don't know. I've just noticed a lot of people within my niche send it out at like midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. So I could do that. It'd actually make it way easier on me not to wake up at like 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning and research and do my shit. Stephen Kwan's up 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 2 runs. I gotta get a better chair though. This thing keeps dropping on me. 2-0 pitch coming up to Kwani. Ramirez is the pitcher now. He's pitched, I think he pitched last night. That's right down the middle, 94 for a strike. Oh, Kansas City putting up a 4 spot in the 4th. 6-2. We just need 1 more run. Oh my God, if that one doesn't hit, that's going to be rough. I just saw that, Al, yeah. Spot on with that analysis today. And Al, tell me how you say that guy's name. I needed you this morning. Is it Scooball? Scooball? I forget. I think that's a line drive caught. Nice play there. That's the youngster in Pequero. So 1 out here in the top of the 9th. Let's go. Nice snap. Well, that's why you're in the big leagues, sir. Rosario is going to fly this out to second base. And there's quickly 2 outs in the top of the 9th, and who cares? Let's get this game over with. We're 3 outs away in the bottom of the 9th. The question is, who are they going to bring in the 9th? Maybe let De Los Santos have another inning? I don't know. We'll see. Oh, Kansas City just scored, and we're free pick winners for the 3rd day in a row. Just an absolute skewball. Skewball. I don't know if I said it right in the video. Skewball. Skewball. Yeah. Thanks. Skewball. Kind of like a screwball, but without the C. Skewball. Or the CR, I guess. And the EW. I'm an idiot. Oh, I probably haven't shown it tonight as much as yesterday after I actually played golf. But I am extremely tired. So after I got off the live stream, and there's a single in the right, it's Jose Ramirez. Al, I'm sorry, but I don't think Jose is going to hit a home run for you tonight. But he actually had a pretty couple good few at-bats. Last night after I got off the live stream, I had to finish the World Cup video edit. That took me to like midnight. I wrote my script for this morning because I figure if I'm going to be up that late. Anyways, I ended up going to bed at like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's why you only gave me 97% yesterday. Touche, Al. Touche. That's funny, sir. I like that. 1-0. What time is it in Ohio? It's 9:12. You probably are in, are you in Mountain Time? You're probably 2 hours behind us, or 1? San Antonio Central? If it's Central, it's probably 8:12. I can't remember if San Antonio is Central. I thought Dallas was Central. So I'm pretty sure San Antonio is. Oh, Josh Naylor! It's a bomb! And it is gone to the right field bleachers! Josh Naylor with his 2nd home run of the game, and he makes this a 10-1 game in the top of the 9th. Oh, yes, sir. This is the guy that's not good enough to go to the All-Star game. Mr. Josh Naylor. Anybody who voted in the All-Star game should immediately be removed from all stadiums moving forward. The fact that this guy is not in he was not in the All-Star game is just mind-boggling. Oh, right inside the foul pole. What a shot. 10-1. We have outscored the Pirates in 2 games, 21-1. Now I'm going to look up a stat. I was trying to figure out when the last time the Guardians put up 10 runs in back-to-back games, but I can't find it. Crazy Browns fan. You were, man. You were. Crazy Browns fan, could you not believe that this guy wasn't on the All-Star game? Like, how the hell was he not in the All-Star game? I just don't get it. And now there's a shot down the line, and that one is foul. Just foul. Jimenez almost did exactly what he did yesterday. Oh, man. What's up, Tribe? That one just foul on the pole. It was almost the same thing he did yesterday. Crazy. I cannot believe Josh Naylor wasn't in the All-Star game. That just is nuts to me. I'll never get over that. And I hope, and I really think he's taking that to heart. There's a ground ball by Jimenez. Oh, it's a St. single because the third baseman of the Pirates he said, we have a game tomorrow afternoon and I don't want to get my jersey dirty. Good Lord. So, what looked like it was going to be a quick top of the 9th has turned into 2 runs and a runner on now, and Brennan will be our hitter. Oh, nuts. What a great 2 games. This is the best offense that we've seen in 2 games since the first week of the season. And Bell, who already hit a home run here from the left side of the plate, is now turned back around after he was up there as a righty last time up. Obviously, I do think he is better left-handed. I don't know what his splits exactly say, but I would guess that he's much more higher on the left-hand side. Fouls that one away. 2-1. Or I'm sorry, 1-1. Let's take a look at his splits real quick since we have some time. And Bell splits. By the way, his OPS this season is 711. Interesting. His splits. Oh, yeah. This guy's batting .250 versus right-handed hitters, and he's batting .185 against lefties. That's a comebacker to the mound, and ricochets off the pitcher to second base, and he'll be thrown out there. We go bottom 9. Josh Naylor says we got to double up on our 10 runs in back-to-back games. It's a 10-1 ball game, a 9-run lead for the Guardians. And who is going to come in and make us nervous? We'll see. We'll see. Last update around the league, Cincinnati. Jeez, they were up 4-1. They just gave up 3 runs in the top of the third. It's 4-4. Atlanta's given another run back. It's 11-9. Arizona's got 2 on with 1 out in the 6th. That game is going to end up being 21-20 in like 13 innings. Texas still holding a 1-0 lead over Tampa. Houston and Colorado 3-3 through 2 innings. I swear to God, if they go to the 6th inning still tied at 3s, I'm going to be pissed. And Kansas City, again, easy free pick winner. June 8 and 9. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for looking that up. Who was that against? Who was that against? June 8 and 9. Let's take a look at it. It's easier when I know the dates, because all I have to do is check that out. 8 and 9. So 8 was the Red Sox, and then the Astros. But to be fair, the Astros game went 14 innings. And we really scored 4 of those in extras. So I think I was on the over in that game and got a little lucky that we scored a run in the bottom. Well, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I would have hit the over before that. Billy, that's funny, but for the most part, I would say a Browns field goal sometimes scores more than the Guardians. A Browns safety. If the Browns played in the CFL, the one-pointer sometimes scores more. All right, let's see who's going to come in for the Guardians and pitch. I don't know who you have out there left, but you probably, Clase's probably not coming out. Tim Herron might be there. You have Cody Morris pitched yesterday. He gave up a run. I'm not sure you bring him back. Who else is out there? It's not much. Maybe Herron's the guy you bring in. I haven't seen Herron in forever, but I also missed a couple games over the weekend that he could have pitched in. Who else? Who am I missing? Is it Herron, Billy Joe? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. It is Tim Herron. Yep. So, lefty on righty here with McCutchen. And let's see if Herron can't just get a 1, 2, 3. Nice, easy, breezy cover girl. I think that's the motto. I don't know. Herron, let's go, buddy. I was really high on this guy in the first month of the season, and then reality set in. It's now 0-2 to McCutchen. I actually still kind of like the kid. And, there's not too many left-handers, that we have usually in our pen. Fry, Arias, and Freeman all in here defensively. 0-2 pitch to McCutchen. That is a ground ball. That's going to be a single. And way to start the bottom of the 9th. Well done, sir. So, every single batter before McCutchen gets up is going to have to score for us to blow this. I feel like we're in a good spot. But the fact that there's nobody out still worries me. All right. Carlos Santana, longtime Cleveland Indian player and favorite in our hearts. That's the catcher. Can we go get... I wouldn't mind going to get Carlos Santana back. Can we trade for him? There's a ground ball. Could be a double play. Force and no throw. Carlos Santana does not run fast, so that just took a long time to get going on the play. Runner at first and then one down here. Double play will end the game. Let's have that happen. Let's go. So, this game, with a win, that will put us in... That'll put us in a one-game hole behind Minnesota with their game upcoming. So we'll have to wait and see what they do. But tomorrow morning, we could be just half game behind the Minnesota Twins if we take care of business with Henry Davis at the plate. It's 2-0 to him. So the 2-0. Swung on. There's a double play ball. There's one. And ball game! Ladies and gentlemen, the Cleveland Guardians have won 2 in a row over the Pittsburgh Pirates. We are one game out of first place in the AL Central. What looked like all was lost over the weekend to the Texas Rangers as we got swept has quickly been redeemed. And now it was... All right, let's be honest. It's against the Pittsburgh Pirates, who are falling down a hill at the moment. So I'm not going to get too excited, but I am excited because although we are in the worst division in baseball in what might be all of sports, we are still only one game out of first place. And if it means that we have a chance at the playoffs, that's really, in the end, all I absolutely care about. So that's it from PNC Park tonight. Again, guys, I will not be on for the 12:30 start tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great night. My next live stream will actually be on Friday, where I will be doing the Women's World Cup. Come join me. Come hang out. Let's watch a little USA soccer and just hang out and have a good time. If nothing else, maybe I'll definitely be putting some live bets on that game. So come hang out Friday if you just want to have a good time. In the meantime, sit back, relax, enjoy your Tuesday evening, and we will see Andy and company there on Friday to hang out. Thanks, guys. Have a good night. Great Cleveland win. Let's do it again tomorrow, and hopefully next time I see you, we'll be in first place in the AL Central. Good night.